Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be creating this last minute Halloween makeup look. It's something that you can easily pull together with items that you already have at home. It doesn't require any special effects or anything like that. And if you're a last minute kind of person, this is a great look to do because again, it doesn't require anything extra. The hat that I had on in the intro is something sort of random that I had from last year. I only put it on because it has little spiders on it, so I thought it suited the look. But let me just tell you guys the backstory behind this makeup look. This year when American Horror Story released their... Why is Siri listening to me? Why?
That doesn't sound good.
Anyway, this year when American Horror Story launched their advertisement for season 6, the photo was so sick. It's a girl with makeup on and she has spiders coming out of her eyes. And I immediately thought that would be a really cool Halloween makeup look to do this year. But how exactly do I translate spiders coming out of the eyes? And so I was skimming through my Instagram feed and a photo of my friend Jacob popped up, who works at MAC. He is a phenomenal makeup artist and he had this look on. And I immediately thought, yes, that is exactly what I was going for when trying to recreate that photo from American Horror Story. So I completely credit my friend Jacob for this look because if it weren't for him, I still probably wouldn't know how to recreate that AHS advertisement. I will definitely link him in the description box of this video so you guys can check out his work. Let him know that I sent you, and if you are in the LA area, I highly recommend going and getting your makeup done by him at one of the MAC stores. I'll also include which one he's at. I don't know which one he's at right now, but I'll put all that information down below. So if you guys are interested and want to see how I create this look, keep on watching. Okay, first thing I'm doing is using my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage to cover up any imperfections. I didn't want to do a full face of foundation, contour, highlight, set with powder, just in case I made any mistakes on the spider legs, because that would be really difficult to clean up afterwards, especially if you decide to set with a ton of powder. So I'm just going to lightly cover those imperfections. I'm also going to do a little bit of contouring using the brand new TARTEIST Pro Glow palette. I love this palette because I love that they included this cream contour and everything else is a powder. So I'm using this to just chisel and define my bone structure. And again, I'm not being too perfect with it because I knew I'd probably mess it up later when adding the spider legs. So I'm just adding it to define my bone structure because you don't want your face to look flat, especially when you're going to do a 3D spider on the eyes. And then I'm just going to lightly dust my entire face with a translucent powder because I did add creams to the face and you don't want them moving around while working on everything else. I'm also going to be using this highlight from the TARTEIST Pro Glow palette to give the skin a very ethereal glow. This is also the powder that I applied to my lips, so I don't have any lip color on in the intro of this video. However, later on I did receive the Jouer Skinny Dip Lip Gloss, so that's what I have on in my photos for this makeup look, but for the video I only used the powder on my lips. And I'm actually going to skip through the eyes really quick because I do have a full-length tutorial on this eye look, which I did very recently. I'll link it in this video. It's a dark, sexy Halloween makeup look to go with a variety of Halloween costumes. The only thing I did different was add a dark plum eyeshadow to this look. So this is Bitten by Makeup Geek. And I also added a pigment to the inner corners to give a very vibrant, ethereal pop to the eyes. So that's the only thing I did different. So if you want a step-by-step tutorial on the eyes, definitely watch that video. Just wanted to save some time because the spider legs are going to take up a majority of this video. And now I'm just going to fill in my brows really quick because once you have the spider legs on the eyes, it's really hard to fill in your brows. So I'm just combing through my brows with a clear brow gel to make them look really bushy and undone. And then I'm filling them in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. For the spider legs, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Razor Sharp Eyeliner. This is a black eyeliner. Any eyeliner that you have at home should work. You can try it with a gel eyeliner or even an eyeshadow, but I just found that the liquid eyeliner worked the best and it was the easiest way to create these legs. And the one tip I want to give you guys is to not overthink the legs. The faster you sweep through and do the legs, the better it comes out. I noticed that when I tried to take my time with the legs and draw them on really slowly, they came out really bad. So just go through it really quickly, don't overthink it. The only thing you want to keep in mind is like the general shape that you want for the legs and where you want them to be placed. I didn't notice until after this video that I accidentally added an extra leg. So spiders, or the spider I was trying to create only had 8 legs and I did 9. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to pause the video really quickly and show you what I would have done differently to correct this issue so you guys don't do the same thing if you want to stay true to how many legs a spider actually has. So I'm going to pause this really quick, and I would actually remove this leg right here in the middle, and then the 2 on the side right here, I would move closer to each other. That way it still has 4 and you still have that cool leg that overlaps the nose. So that's what I would have done differently looking back at this video. Now you want to connect the legs to the eyeshadow, so I'm just taking a black eyeshadow and an angled eyebrow brush and brushing some black shadow into the eyeliner so that it looks connected and not like they're just floating out of thin air. Once I was done blending the legs into the eyeshadow, I took a clean brush and just blended the ends of the legs into the rest of the skin. I wanted them to look really thin, which was hard to do initially with the actual liquid liner. So doing this just blends them in and makes them look really thin and realistic. And now we're gonna start creating that 3D effect using a white eyeliner. So I'm taking this eyeliner from NYX and I'm just adding white stripes wherever, I don't know what you would call it, I guess the bend of the leg would be, or the knuckle of the leg, if that makes sense. So I'm just adding a couple little stripes on each leg wherever there is a slight bend in the leg. And now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, we're going to make this spider come to life by adding some realistic looking shadows. You want an eyeshadow that is a taupey gray, a taupey brown, or even just like a flat taupe. You don't want it to be too dark. You want it to look almost like a little bit transparent on the skin. And all you're going to do is mimic the exact same shape of the leg right next to it. And you'll see I was being really indecisive with which brush I wanted to use because it was hard to find one that gave me the perfect application, but my favorite one was this one from Morphe. It's a really tiny detailed brush, so I'll make sure to shout that one out in this video so you guys know which one to reference. Of all 3 brushes that I used, this one was my favorite. So like I mentioned earlier, I didn't want to do a full face of foundation, concealing, highlighting powder because I knew I would go back in and correct these little legs on my face. So I'm just using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation and a clean brush to further clean up the legs, clean up the shading, and just add a little more coverage in between the legs because it started to get a little messy in between from all the blending and all the fallout. So doing this is going to make your skin look like skin and not like you actually drew something on your face. And that's pretty much it for this look. It is as simple as that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and finish the eyes by adding some Spider Effect mascara. You guys know I had to use mascara simply because it went with the look. But I am going to be adding some false lashes. I'm using these ones from Velour that I decided to chop up into individual pieces and apply to the lower lash line and also above. And then I just wanted to show you guys the lip gloss I mentioned earlier that I ended up using for the photos. This is Skinny Dip by Jouer, but in this video I only had the illuminator on my lips. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you recreate it. And of course, have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will see you in my next video, which will be November, which is insane. Bye guys.